I guarantee you guys, if you watch this video to the very end, your win rate will increase by at least 20%. In Fortnite Zero Build, you always need to be aware of your surroundings. Unlike Fortnite builds where being caught in open can be more forgiving, Zero Build leaves you more vulnerable as there's less time to react to being shot. This means whether you're looting, healing, or moving between POIs, you always need to be constantly scanning the environment by having your head on a swivel. For example, I see a lot of new players just casually running across open fields, totally unaware of nearby players. Instead, you should either completely avoid running through open parts of the map or be 100% sure there's no one close by. That's the first tip. But I do understand getting caught in situations like this happens to everyone. So when you find yourself in a situation like this again, make sure you're carrying enough movement. This is actually tip number 2. You're not carrying enough movement. Currently in Fortnite Chapter 6 Season 3, I like to carry 2 movement items, normally being shockwaves and base boosters. This means if I ever need to run away or push someone, I always have movement to do this. Too often, I see novice players only carrying one form of movement, and normally it's a rechargeable item like the base boosters. This means it's very easy to get caught out with zero movement, leading you to die very easily in situations where you need to disengage. To solve this problem, simply start using this inventory. 2 weapons, 1 heal item, and 2 movement items. This inventory will always give you a backup plan just in case, which I guarantee will start making you live longer. Now you're probably wondering right now, where do I get all this loot from? Well, it's actually pretty easy. This is tip number 3, which is actually not having a drop spot and landing routine. Right now, you probably land a random POI every game. Instead, to increase your off-spawn winning rate, you need to start dropping the same place every game and form a good loot routine to maximize time efficiency and loot capability. For example, for my routine right now, I land at a Sprite Shine, increase my superhero rank by offering sprites to the shrine and getting off-spawn kills, and then I go to superhero chests and get incredible loot. After this, I kill the boss and get the medallion. Having a loot route like this sets you up incredibly for the in-game, and I promise you after you start implementing this into your game, you'll increase your win rate by at least 10%. But you don't only need to have good loot, you also need to be a decent player. So tip number 4 is to start utilizing peeks more. I see so many new players stand in the open when shooting at someone. This makes you a very easy target to shoot at when in a fight. Instead, you need to start utilizing peeks. Right now, I'm going to show you some of the most useful peeks in creative. So the first peek you guys will want to be utilizing is called the right hand peek. This is literally the best peek in the game. So say my enemy is right here and I am behind this structure here. The right hand peek would just be that easy as. You don't want to do is the opposite of a right hand peek, which is a left hand peek. The reason why is because when you're doing a left hand peek, more of your body is being shown, and that's because Fortnite is in third person. When I aim down sights, my weapon is on my right side, not my left side, right? So if I go like this, then the weapon can be shown, and I'm not, right, because I'm behind the cover. So I hope you guys benefited from seeing some in-game examples of some good peeks, or at least one good peek. In my opinion, the right hand peek is just unstoppable. If you can do it well, then you're going to be a great player. So getting into the next tip, you need to be starting to have a good warm-up before you play any games. The warm-up map I use is creator Toby1 Shinobi's map, and the map code is on screen now. I recommend spending at least 5 minutes warming up. Real quick, I'll show you the warm-up I use so you can implement it into your sessions. So once you guys load into the map, the first thing you want to do is go over to Aim Island. Over here there's tons of weapons. What you want to do is probably pick up the season's weapons, so like the Sentinel, the Outlaw, base boosters, Spire, and also grab some good movement, so that'd be like shockwaves. So where I go, there's tons of stuff on this map. This is like a great map. Where I go though is over here, and this is for warm-ups. This is very good because you can use this for your AR, you can use this for shotgun, and this is quite advanced. So if you're novice, you'd probably want to do these two, but if you're more advanced, you can probably do that. So I'll show you guys what I do. Just go around shotgunning that one, and then for this one you can hip fire. You can also shotgun it, but that's probably more for AR. And just do this for probably 5 minutes and you'll see a massive improvement in your gameplay. So another tip I have is a really useful tip, especially when you're in situations later in the game. So this tip is always be ready. What I mean by this is you always want to have your utility item out in situations when you never know if people are looking at you or not. So basically, if you can't see anyone but you think someone's looking at you, just always have your utility item out. For example, if I was moving around this mountain and I actually didn't see a kid, but there's a kid down there, and I was just moving around, I wasn't sure, and I had my AR out, and this kid sees me, right? And then because I have my AR out and he starts shooting at me, I panic and I take longer to switch to my shield bubble and pop it, and then by the time he's done that, by the time I've done that, I've taken maybe 150 damage. Instead of doing that, what you want to start doing is just always having your utility out. Instead of doing what I just did, having utility out, when I get shot at from that kid, pop it straight away. I can get like a good peek. Yeah, that's a way better option than doing that. So the next tip I have is also using the shield bubble, and this is utilizing shield bubble peaks. Now this is really useful information, so I want to tell you guys to lock in for this tip. So say I have a shield bubble, that's an enemy right there, and this kid starts shooting at me, so I place my shield bubble down. What you want to start doing is using the right hand peek I taught you just before. You want to start doing that on the shield bubble, because you can do that, and it's a great tip. You can be kind of unpredictable with it. You can little jump, you can just do like a normal one, sprint back in, and another peek you can start doing is a jump peek. So this looks like you want to be at the center of your bubble, jump up, and then you shoot it. Using a variety of these peeks is really good to have in your locker. So in different situations you can use different methods, and it makes you really unpredictable to fight, and that's kind of the key aspect of a good player. I just wanted to say thank you so much guys for watching this video. If you want to see more of these videos, please comment down below, and I'll see you in the next one.